Good morning. I'm Darielle Snipes with the CMSD News Bureau, and we are here at the Rock Your World with STEAM Festival here at the Great Lakes Science Center and the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This is a great festival, celebration of learning for all CMSD students here. We have hundreds of kids out here showcasing their talent. And joining me now is Kirsten Mahovlich. She is the manager of science education for 7th through 12th grade, and she's here to talk about all the exciting things that are here and projects that are here that students are showcasing. So just tell me about some of the projects that are here.
So we've got a really good year this year. We have Science and Medicine is down here with their Oculus devices for anatomy and physiology. It's a virtual course that they're taking, so come in and try the 3D and virtual anatomy. We have chemistry experiments that are going here where they tested to see which materials do the best wicking for sweat when you're wearing sports equipment. We have, let me see, what else do we have that's really cool and awesome? We have students down here that did circuits where they built their own homes and then had to wire them. So we've got that group down here. We have
First Robotics?
First Robotics is down here. The robot, I believe, when it is in full stand-up mode, is over 6 feet tall.
Oh, wow.
So that's really an awesome program. And this year, the Davis for First Robotics actually competed at the national level, so it's the first team that we've had go national, so they're here representing. I'm trying to think what else we've got, because there's just so many awesome things going here.
You got to come on down and check it all out, because there's too much to talk about. But it's all exciting things. So let's go back to the Oculus. I mean, that is something that the students got because of the Mackenzie Scott $20 million unrestricted grant. Can you just talk about how that just levels them up to learn?
So they are actually partnering with the Cleveland Clinic and the Case Western Reserve School of Science and Medicine themselves. And so what that is able to do, this is a 3-year high school program that allows them to actually do virtual dissection as if they were working as a doctor, like on a cadaver. So it gives them that full experience. It's immersive. What's really neat about that is that they can see things, like they can be inside the heart and see how the heart is functioning. They can do the dissection. It also has some stimulus so they can feel things as well.
Nice.
When they have the full gear on there. But they are getting the same experience as medical students when the medical students are going through and getting their training to become doctors. So they're getting the same experience, probably 4 years, 5 years in advance of some of our medical doctor counterparts. Isn't that
so
awesome?
Advanced by the time they go to college.
Yes.
I mean, that is amazing. Can you just talk about some of the other amazing things that are happening during the school year that that just put our kids?
So the science department, we have a program we call CLE for Sci, which is an experiential program. We work with all of our partners, including the Great Lakes Science Center, to provide grade level experiences. So for example, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade all have an opportunity to come down to the Science Museum. They get to do an extended day down here where they are building circuits, they make flashlights, they learn coding, so all kinds of things like that. Our little ones, pre-K, go out to Shaker Nature Center, and they learned about becoming environmentalists, and they learn about invasive species. Can you imagine being 5 years old and knowing what an invasive species is?
Right, no, that's
right. So, I get really excited about the things that our students have opportunities to do. And, I really encourage, our families to get involved, because all of our partners also do family nights. And, to have your 8-year-old taking you by the hand through the Science Museum and telling you, look, that dinosaur is an herbivore. It only eats plants. It's just really cool. So, that's the kind of stuff that gets me excited and pumped. And come out today and see how excited and pumped these students are about the projects that they've done and the work that they do. The other thing that we're doing today is we're giving away STEM kits. So we have grade level STEM kits. And we paired them with a book. So if you're part of the Cleveland Reads program and you're trying to get your pages in, you've got a book that's available. And so we have kits from pre-K all the way up through high school.
Nice.
And so even with the high school, we took our inspiration from the wind turbine here, the Great Lakes Science Center.
Oh, great.
And so they can make their own wind turbine at home.
Oh, that is great. I mean, another thing that is really cool that, we have are these, Verizon innovative labs, and we have the Cavs and Goodyear labs,
Yes.
STEM labs and STEAM labs with the 3D printers. And,
Yes.
Stephanie Tubbs Jones School, they were doing the 3D
frogs. Yes.
Can you talk about that program?
Yes. So we have high schools. We've got K-8 buildings that now have fab labs. Fab labs are fabrication labs that have 3D printing, laser cutting, all kinds of things that where students actually can go in and they program the machine to create or a 3D model of what they're envisioning. And so Stephanie Tubbs Jones, they did frogs, and they did them so that they can take the frogs apart like they're dissecting the frogs. So they've got the technology side of thing, the biology side of thing all together. We have students that are learning all about coding and programming. We have a group down here that they're focusing on social media and cyberbullying through the Verizon grant.
Nice.
A lot of the students that are in these programs are helping other students in the class in their school understand how to use their technology now that we are all a one-to-one district.
Yep.
So they're actually acting as the technicians. So if you've got a problem with your computer or your tablet, you can maybe see some of our students in our K-8 buildings, and they'll help you get it up and running for you.
Nice. Now, I know this isn't necessarily about science, but you're involved with the Civics 2.0 program as well, and they're here today too with a chalk walk.
Yes. So Civics 2.0 is an after-school program where students are given an opportunity to learn how to advocate for themselves. And in the fall, they do a lot with voter registration, but the thing that they took on this year as their theme is gun violence, and having to it's plaguing our community so horribly this year. So the Chalk Walk students are doing an anti-gun violence chalk walk, and they're encouraging people to come down and write a message about, what we can do to help prevent gun violence. They also have a thing if you want to sign a letter to the mayor, dear mayor, this is what the community would like to do in order to prevent gun violence. Really awesome group of students that are working down here this year with that. And so that's also very exciting. Our health folks are down here.
We've got a lot going on.
We've got a lot going on,
And the one thing that I just love about it is it's interactive. Kids aren't just sitting at the desks just being talked to or talked to the teacher. It's interactive, and they're getting up, they're moving around, they're using their hands. So that this is how they learn, and it's better because they might remember it. Because I remember that time I was doing this or doing that, and they will retain it better, don't you think?
Yes. I'm so excited that we are no longer virtual just for that fact, because now you get to touch and you get to do and you get to create. And the beauty about science is that you never fail. It's always a learning experience. So if it doesn't work the first time around, you try it again, and you learn from your mistakes, and you rebuild and you make things better. And that, I think, is what's so important that our students are learning, is that, if first they don't succeed, then, you try it again and you get better and better. And I think that's pretty obvious with our robotics team and the work that they're doing. You've got students that are thinking through devices and things that are already in existence, like some of the prosthetics that are out there, and redesigning prosthetics so that they're better, more functional, lighter, and that they're able to 3D print so that everybody can have them, and not just people that have access to top tier medical facilities.
And the great thing with that is that they are working with students and children in Ecuador, and giving them those prosthetics, and they're going to take a trip in the summer to go hand deliver those prosthetics to them.
Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome. I mean, that is way to give back.
So when we talk about what our profile or portrait of a graduate, and we talk about what we want our students graduating with, I think this is really a real example of what that is. We have students who are collaborating with each other. We have students who are collaborating with their peers from around the state, around the country, internationally. You have students who are collaborating with folks that are in industry, and they're changing the world at 12, 13, 14, 15 years old.
That's fabulous. So I
it's
know,
just amazing.
yes, so I know we could talk about this all day,
Right.
but thank you for joining me here today to talk about all the fabulous things happening here at Rock Your World with STEAM. So if you're going to come on out, come on down. We're here at the Great Lakes Science Center and Rock and Roll Hall of Fame until 3:30. If you want free parking, there's free parking at Max Hayes High School and East Professional Center with free shuttles going to and from. If you need a wheelchair accessible shuttle, we have those, and there's free lunch, free admission to both museums for the day. You can hear the students behind me. There are great performances happening, and you get to see great experiments as well. So come on down to Rock Your World with STEAM. We hope to see you soon.
Thanks for coming out.
So, this goes, a circuit is a complete path around which electricity can flow. So what I'm meaning is, this goes through here, to here, and then it goes around to this battery. So, can you please put this one right here in the circle?
In the circle?
Yeah. Oh, you just turned on your own light. Isn't that amazing? So can you come over here?
Okay.
Okay, so I would like you to bend this over here.
And this over here?
You just turn on your own light that way also. So there's 1,000 ways how you can turn on lights.